Isang magandang gabi po sa ating lahat. Ngayon po ay Miyerkules, kaya nandito po muli tayo sa live. Kwentuhan tayo Bataenyo. Sana kayo po ay nasa inyong mga tahanan, nagre-relax, nakauwi na mula po sa trabaho, sa paaralan, at nag-e-enjoy siguro ng inyong pong hapunan. So maraming salamat po sa lahat ng ating mga nanonood, ating mga viewers, sa patuloy pong pakikinig at panonood dito po sa ating programa. Ngayong gabi, tayo po ay mag-i-English ng bahagya. No, hindi pa ako nag-i-English, nabubulol na ako. Dahil po meron tayong mga bisita na galing pa ho sa ibang bansa. Sila po ay galing sa Singapore. Sila ang mga nagpasimuno ng matagal na po nating ginagawa dito sa Balanga at sa probinsya ng Bataan. Ito pong movement ng tobacco-free generation. Kaya nandito po ang buong Team TFG sa pangunahan ni Dr. Heng Nung Kong. Please wave to our audience. So maya-maya lamang sila po ay ating mapapakinggan. At sana sa lahat po ng mga nanonood ngayon, lalo na ating mga kabataan, gamitin po ninyo itong ating comment section para makapagtanong, malaman kung ano po yung mga hakbang na ginagawa ng TFG advocates sa Singapore at dito po sa ating lalawigan para matulungan ang lahat po ng ating mga kabataan. Pero bago po yun, at bago po yung iba't iba nating mga online games, ako po ay magbibigay muli ng ilang pong mga nangyari sa ating pong lalawigan nito pong nakaraang linggo. Tayo po ay namahagi ng mga school supply sa mga mag-aaral ng Balanga Elementary School. Kasama sila Mayor Francis Garcia, ang ating Superintendent Dr. Roland Fronda, si ASDS Eileen Samonte, ang ating pong Principal, Ma'am Rufina Ramos, Assistant Principal, Sir Reson Gregorio, at iba pang mga kinatawan ng DepEd at mga opisyal po natin sa City of Balanga. Kasama po ang kanilang Education Department Head, si Ma'am Tara. Binigyan din po natin sa pamamahagi ng school supply ang mahalaga pong programang ito para patuloy pong masuportahan ang pangangailangan ng ating mga mag-aaral, lalo na sa mga kagamitan sa kanila pong ginagawang pag-aaral. At ibinilin ko rin dahil sila po ay nagpapasalamat sa inyong lingkod, kay Mayor Francis. Binilin at pinaliwanag ko rin po na sa katotohanan, ito pong mga school supplies na to ay galing sa kanila pong mga magulang, sa ating pong mga kababayan, sa pamagitan ng buwis o yung real property tax o tinatawag po nating amilyar na binabayad ng ating pong mga magulang, ng mga negosyante sa ating pamalaan para po patuloy na magkaroon ng pondo ang ating Special Education Fund. So yun po yung nagagamit natin sa pagpapatayo ng mga silid-aralan, yun po yung nagagamit natin sa pag-hire ng mga karagdagang mga guro, at syempre ito nga pong mga ganitong kagamitan katulad po ng school supply. Kinuha na rin natin yung pagkakataon para idiin din yung layunin ng ating probinsya pagdating po sa healthy lifestyle. No? Sa pamagitan po ng programang Healthy Paaralan, gusto po natin na maisabuhay ng bawat isang mag-aaral ito pong healthy lifestyle na napakahalaga dahil ito po yung nakikita nating magiging susi para yung bagong henerasyon ng ating pong mga kabataan ay maligtas sa iba't ibang sakit na nararamdaman po natin ngayon, lalo na ang kasulukuyang henerasyon. At ito nga pong healthy lifestyle, syempre bukod po sa nutrisyon, maayos na pagkain, tamang pagkain, nandyan din po yung physical activity o yung exercise. Dito rin po pumapasok yung TFG, yung tobacco-free generation, yung pag-iwas sa bisyo. At gusto na nga po natin putulin ito pong ganitong mga klaseng bisyo dahil sila nga po yung number 1 na nagiging dahilan kung bakit po nagkakasakit ang ating pong mga kababayan. Kaya maya-maya, yun po ang pag-uusapan natin sa ating kasamang ating pong mga guest. Sa pangunguna rin po ng FOI or Freedom of Information Project Management Office, ginanap sa bunker ang kanila pong Transparency Roadshow, ang 2023 Transparency Roadshow. Layon po ng nasabing roadshow na gamiting instrumento ang FOI upang paigtingin ang transparency and accountability sa mga ahensya ng pamahalaan at publiko. Ang ating pong mga speakers ay nagbigay ng mahalagang impormasyon at kaalaman tungkol sa mga alituntunin at pamamaraan ng FOI na siyang nagbibigay diin sa karapatang impormasyon ng mamamayan, pagsusulong ng pakikilahok ng publiko at pagsigurado pagsigurado na ang kaukulang impormasyon pampubliko ay maging abot kamay para sa lahat. At sa akin pong pananalita na ginawa pong roadshow, idinin ko rin na kasama po dito yung education. Kailangan po hindi lang basta natin papatupad ito pong freedom of information, dapat may kasama pong pagpapaliwanag kung para saan yung mga impormasyon na maari pong makuha sa ating pong pamahalaan, at mas mahalaga po na ito po ay nagagamit para makatulong, dagdag mga suhestyon, dagdag opinyon kung paano po mas mapapabuti ang takbo ng ating pong pamahalaan. Yun po yung layunin ng FOI, na ang ating pong mga kababayan ay ma-involve sa pang-araw-araw na takbo ng ating pamahalaan sa pamagitan ng impormasyon na kanila pong nalalaman, nakukuha. Sila po ay mas nakakapagbigay ng mga karagdagang pong suhestyon o kaya mga programa, proyekto na mas makakatulong po sa kanila at sa buo nating lalawigan. Tayo rin po ay taus-pusong nagpapasalamat kay Senator 𝗔𝗬𝗢 Estrada sa kanya pong inihatid na tulong pinansyal para sa ating mga tricycle drivers na naapektuhan ng kabuhayan dahil po sa mga nagdaan na bagyong Egay at Falcon. Pati po yung habagat na talaga pong humatak ng malakas na ulan at hangin dito po sa ating lalawigan. Ito rin po yung dahilan, itong dalawang bagyo na itong dahilan kung bakit po tayo nag-declare ng state of calamity. So napakalaking tulong na nakapagbigay po ng ayuda sa pili po nating mga kababayan na namamasada dahil marami nga po sa kanila ay hindi nakalabas, hindi nakapagtrabaho nung malakas po yung ulan dito ho sa ating lalawigan. Kaya muli kami ay nagpapasalamat kay Senator 𝗔𝗬𝗢. Hindi po tayo nalilimutan, lalo na kapag ganito na marami po tayong mga kababayan na nanghihingi po ng tulong, kusang loob po dumadating ang tulong mula kay Senator 𝗔𝗬𝗢. Kaya muli, maraming salamat sa inyo, Senator, at taus-puso po ang suporta ng aming lalawigan sa inyo pong mga adhikain. Bumisita po tayo naman sa tanggapan ng Dong-In Entech Company, isang kumpanya sa Freeport area of Bataan, dyan po sa bayan ng Mariveles, na gumagawa at nagsusupply ng mga outdoor gears and equipment sa iba't ibang brands na pinapadala po sa buong mundo. Kasama namin sina Mayor AJ Concepcion, Vice Mayor Lito Rubia, si Councilor Manny Ambrosio ng Limay na nakipagpulong, kasama po ang presidente ng Dong-In, si Mr. In Su Jung, at ilang pa mga opisyal ng kanila pong kumpanya. Kaya po natuloy ito pong matagal ng pinaplanong meeting with Dong-In dahil po sa ating kababayan dito po sa Balanga, si Kuya Raul Banson, na malapit dito ho sa kumpanyang ito, kay Mr. In Su Jung. Siya po yung nagbigay nung idea na maganda makausap po ng inyong lingkod ang mga opisyal ng Dong-In para malaman kung ano po yung mga plano nila, lalo na pagdating sa expansion ng kanilang planta, ng kanilang pabrika, para makatulong po sa ating ekonomiya. Tinalakay din po yung iba't iba pang mga pamaraan ng Mariveles at ng probinsya ng Bataan kung saan po pwede pong tumulong ang ating lalawigan, ang bayan ng Mariveles, sa mga pangailangan ng Dong-In pagdating ho sa manpower. Marami ho silang, malaki po yung kanilang gagawing expansion, kaya kinakailangan po nila ng mga dagdag na magtatrabaho sa kanila pong planta. At syempre, yung suporta rin ho pagdating sa infrastruktura, maayos na mga daan, maayos po na delivery ng kuryente, ng tubig, para tuloy-tuloy po yung kanila pong production sa kanila pong planta. So, nagpapasalamat po kami sa lahat po ng opisyal ng Dong-In. Salamat po sa inyong presensya dito sa ating lalawigan. Higit 20 taon na, kung di ako nagkakamali, ang Dong-In dito po sa Bataan. At dahil po sa kanila, nagkakaroon ng trabaho ang ating mga kababayan at nakikilala yung mga produkto na ginagawa mismo dito po sa Freeport area of Bataan. Tayo naman po, pagkatapos ng meeting sa Dong-In, tayo po ay nakibahagi sa ginanap na Mariveles Nutrition Summit 2023 sa Romalyn Seafood Restaurant and Leisure Park. Kaugnay po ng ating suporta sa kanilang hangarin na eradicate malnutrition in Mariveles by 2030. Binahagi po natin ang iba't ibang programang pangkalusugan at nutrisyon sa ating lalawigan gaya ng PhilHealth Consulta Primary Care Provider Network or PCPN, Hataw Takbo Bataan at Healthy Paaralan Program. Ginanap din po ang turnover ceremony ng platong Bataenyo na simbolo ng ating nagkakaisang layunin na magkaroon ng henerasyon na may sapat na nutrisyon at mabuting kalusugan. Kaya congratulations kay Mayor AJ, sa lahat po ng mga opisyal ng Bayan ng Mariveles, dito po sa inyong naging matagumpay na Nutrition Summit sa taong 2023. Nakakatawa rin po sa dami po ng iba't iba pong trabaho na ginagawa natin sa loob ng isang linggo ay nagkaroon o nabigyan po tayo ng oportunidad para i-host yung MPBL All-Star dito ho sa Bataan People's Center. Nakakatuwa po yung suporta ng ating pong mga kababayan, marami pong nanood, marami pong mga siyempre, nandyan po yung iba't ibang opisyal ng MPBL, ang ating pong mga partners na nakiisa dito po sa naging All-Star Games at iba't iba pong mga programa. Kaya taus-pusong pasasalamat sa MPBL founder, kay Senator Manny Pacquiao, kay Commissioner Kenneth Duremdes sa pagpili ng Bataan bilang host ng MPBL All-Stars 2023. Congratulations po sa mga nanalo sa iba't ibang kompetisyon at sa North Division Team sa pag-uwi ng medalya at tropeyo. Si Senator Manny nga bilang South Team naman sa All-Star Executive Game ang naging most valuable player. Biruin niyo po, si Senator Manny nasa 45 years old na, pero siya po yung naging most valuable player. Hindi ho yata nagpahinga buong laro, kaya higit 30 puntos ang kanyang nagawa. 11 yata na rebound at 15 na assist. No? So talaga pong ibang klase ang kalusugan ni Senator Manny Pacquiao. At tinanong ko rin ho siya, ano ba yung secret niya? Ano ba po ba yung kinakain niya? Lalo na napag-uusapan po namin yung nutrition. Sabi niya kapag siya po ay walang laban, walang ensayo, panay gulay at saka isda ang kanya pong kinakain. Pero kapag may laban, siyempre dyan na po pumapasok yung karne, manok, para ho yung protina na kinakailangan niya pagdating sa ensayo. So maraming salamat muli sa lahat ng opisyal ng MPBL, lalong-lalo na kay Senator Manny Pacquiao. Inulunsad po natin ang Healthy Paaralan Program Part 2 sa Pilar Elementary School, kasabay ng malawakang paglulungsad ng nasabing programa sa mga piling paaralan sa ating pong lalawigan. Sa bayan po ginawa nating paglulungsad. Okay, meron pong kayong narinig na ingay. Nagkaroon lang po ng konting furniture malfunction, pero aayusin po natin. So tuloy-tuloy lang po yung ating pagre-report. So sabay-sabay po sa ilang mga paaralan, sa Hermosa, Kulis Elementary School, sa Orani, Kaparangan Elementary School, sa Samal, Gugo Elementary School, Abukay, Kapitangan Elementary School, City of Balanga, Tanato Elementary School, sa Pilar, katulad ng nabanggit ko, Pilar Elementary School, Orion, Santo Domingo Elementary School, Limay, Pias Elementary School, Morong, Nagbalayong Elementary School, Bagak, sa Bagak Elementary School, Mariveles, Lucanin Elementary School, at Dinalupihan, dyan po sa Dinalupihan Elementary School. Layon ng Healthy Paaralan Program na gawing malusog na lugar ang mga paaralan, ituturo sa ating mga mag-aaral ang kahalagahan ng masustansyang pagkain at isabuhay ang aktibong pamamaraan ng pamumuhay. Kaya nagpapasalamat po tayo sa lahat ng ating pong naging mga katuwang upang maisakatuparan ang minimithi nating malusog na kapaligiran at aktibong pamumuhay para sa ating mga mag-aaral. Sa panguna po ng ating mga mayors, ang ating mga sangguniang bayan, kasama ang kanila pong mga municipal health officers, ang bumubuo ng bawat local government unit, syempre sa panguna po ng DepEd, ng DOH. Kami po ay nagpapasalamat na sinusuportahan po natin itong Healthy Paaralan Program, isang ambisyosong programa na gusto natin talaga maranasan ng ating pong mga kabataan kung paano po magkaroon ng healthy lifestyle, lalo na pagdating po sa pagkain, nutritional lunch, ito po yung ating school lunch program, pagdating po sa regular na pag-exercise at katulad na banggit ko kanina, pag-iiwas po sa bisyo. Isang magandang balita rin po ang gusto ko ipaabot sa lahat ng ating mga viewers dahil po ang ating mag-aaral dito sa Bataan na si Lee Henry Castro mula sa Bataan Peninsula State University, Abucay Campus ay pumasa sa September 2023 Agricultural and Biosystems Engineering Licensure Examination. Bukod po sa kanyang pagpasa, siya rin po ang top notcher o number 1 sa nasabing examination. Kaya congratulations Lee. Gayon din pagbati sa kanyang mga magulang, si Mrs. Eliza Castro at Mr. Henrico Castro. Nakakamangha po at alam ko hindi biro ang ginawang pagsusunog ng kilay ni Lee. Kaya congratulations muli sa iyo at sa lahat ng mga pumasa sa nasabing licensure examination. At bilang bahagi po ng programa ng Scholar ng Bataan, si Lee Henry ay makakatanggap ng 30,000 pesos dahil sa pagiging top-notcher nito. Congratulations! Kaya sa ating mga mag-aaral, patuloy po kayong mag-aaral ng mabuti para marami pang mga mag-aaral natin, kagaya ni Lee, ang magtaas ng bandera ng talino at galing ng Bataenyo. So kay Lee Henry Castro, congratulations sa iyo. Kaninang umaga lamang, ako po ay nasa Maynila. Ito naman po ay may kaugnay sa implementasyon ng Universal Healthcare Law. Ginanap po ngayong araw yung kauna-unahang pagpupulong ng Primary Care Provider Network or PCPN Sandbox Steering Committee, kung saan ang inyong lingkod ay itinalagang miyembro ng public network na ng sabing committee at si PhilHealth President at CEO Mandy Ledesma ang taga-pangulo. Bukod po sa pagbabahagi namin ng risks, assumptions, issues, and dependencies or RAID at mga karanasan po natin sa PCPN, tinalakay natin ang pagbuo ng mga polisiya, makabagong estratehiya at iba pang pamamaraan upang mas mapalawig ang pagbibigay ng pangunahing serbisyo sa kalusugan o primary healthcare sa ating pong komunidad. Kaya po, para maging matagumpay ito pong ating PCPN, kinakailangan yung buo po nating populasyon, 850,000 na ating pong mga kababayan, ay magpa-register po sa PhilHealth Consulta Package. Ito po yung primary care package ng PhilHealth. Tayong lahat po ay miyembro ng PhilHealth ayon po sa Universal Healthcare Law. Kahit hindi po tayo nagko-contribute, kahit wala po tayong trabaho, bata, matanda, ay miyembro ng PhilHealth. Kaya para matanggap po natin ito pong napakahalagang primary care package ng PhilHealth, sana po tayo ay magpa-register. No? Kung 850,000 ang ating populasyon, 300,000 pa lang po ang registered. Kaya marami pa hong kinakailangang mga kababayan natin ang magpa-register at makapag-avail ng libreng konsultasyon sa doktor, libreng laboratory, 13 yung laboratory na ibinibigay na libre ng konsulta package, at libre din pong mga gamot para sa mga pangunahing mga sakit na nararanasan ng ating pong mga kababayan. 21 yung gamot po na naibibigay ng PhilHealth na libre ayon po dito sa konsulta package. So yan po ang ilan sa mga updates natin ngayong linggo. Kaya naman, alam ko nag-aabang na po ang lahat ng ating mga viewers, lalo na mga kabataan. Hindi lang siguro dito sa Pilipinas, kundi po pati sa Singapore, kung saan galing ang ating pong mga bisita. Muli, pinapakilala ko at wini-welcome dito sa ating Kwentuhan Tayo Bataenyo, ang founder ng TFG, Dr. Heng Nung Kong. Good evening.
Hello, good evening, Guff. It's a pleasure and good to be back.
We're happy that you're back, Dr. Kong.
Yes, it's a pleasure, and this is my 7th year here.
7th year.
And I've made easily 10 trips to Bataan. It's a homecoming for me.
Okay. Thank you again for coming back and continuously helping us, especially with regards to our work with our youth. Then also, we have here Dr. Lin Ong. Dr. Lin, welcome back.
Yes, maraming salamat. Magandang gabi.
Wow, marunong na mag-Tagalog.
Yeah, it's nice to be back, and I always get so inspired by all the Bataan youths because they carry the positive energy and the torch of TFG. Salamat po.
Through your help, Dr. Lin. So, thank you very much. And then, our Singaporean advocates who had, are you all okay? Yes. Who had that furniture malfunction. Maybe you ate too much or something. Para sa kaalaman po ng ating mga kababayan, bumigay po yung aming furniture. Kaya po, pero okay naman po yata silang lahat. Please introduce yourselves.
We would like to assure everyone that we are okay and we are all safe, so thank you very much. Hello, good evening everyone. I am Isaac. I am from Singapore, Raffles Institution, and it's a pleasure to be here in Philippines.
Hello everyone, my name is Aro. I'm also from Singapore and also from Raffles Institution, and we are all 16 years old. And it's a pleasure to be here in Philippines, and I'm grateful that our Governor Joet is hosting us here today. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. My name is Marcus. Like the other two, I am also from Raffles Institution in Singapore. All three of us are part of an ambassadorship program that we signed up for in Raffles Institution, which is why we are all here and we are honored to be able to share this experience with all of you.
Okay, thank you, boys. Then we will also introduce our local youth TFG advocates. Please.
Ayan, magandang gabi po sa ating lahat. Ako po si Russell Sarmiento mula po sa bayan ng Dinalupihan.
Ayan, magandang gabi po. Mula naman po sa Balanga City. Ako nga po pala si Maria Katrina G. Andrade, 20 years old and TFG advocate since 2017.
Isang magandang gabi po sa ating lahat. Ako po si Kuya Aris Panaligan and also from Balanga City at TFG advocates po since 2019.
Okay, so thank you sa pagpunta rin dito sa ating kwentuhan. Pero matanong ko lang si Russell at saka si Kat, kayo ay na-sponsor na ng TFG para bumisita sa bansang Singapore. Kamusta ba yung inyong naging experience doon?
Okay, thank you, Gob.
Singaporean na rin ba kayo?
Medyo.
Medyo.
Sobrang saya po at syempre nagpapasalamat po kami sa TFGI, sa TFG International at syempre sa bayan ng Dinalupihan together with the province of Bataan for supporting us kasi hindi yun magiging possible kung syempre kung hindi tayo nagtulong-tulungan para doon. And it's a very good learning experience to be there in Singapore.
Kat?
Gaya po ng sinabi po ni Kuya Russell, sobrang grabe din po ang aking naranasan sa Singapore. Kung baga yung best practices po natin dito sa Pilipinas or dito mismo po sa Bataan ay talaga nga naman pong ibang-iba kung paano po yung atake sa Singapore. Kaya yung mga best practices po na meron tayo ngayon is pwede po nilang ma-adapt at iyon po yung maging pamamaraan din nila para makapag-engage pa ng maraming kabataan. At gayon din po, ang mga practices naman po nila sa Singapore ay maaari po nating i-adopt dito sa Pilipinas, gayon din po sa Bataan. And maraming salamat po sa ating local government dahil kayo po ang nag-sponsor sa amin at nagbigay po ng opportunity na yun.
So yung sharing ng best practices, yun yung magiging collaboration because of our exchange student program. Dr. Kong?
Yes, and for the audience, we are very proud of Russell and Katrina because we have been working with them for the past 4 years, 5 years now. And I am, as a founder, very proud that your Bataanyos are coming up, rising up to help us place to the world in championing tobacco-free generation. Kudos to your governor because he's the one who brought tobacco-free generation to this province, and no other province or country in the world is doing this as good as what Filipinos are doing here. So congratulations, Bataan.
Congratulations to everyone. Dr. Kong, Dr. Lin, when did you arrive and what have you been doing the past few days?
Okay, thank you, Gov. I think I will just give an overview of what we have been doing, overview of what we are going to do for the week. We have been going to various municipalities, starting from Mariveles, then we went to Dinalupihan, we will be going to Abukai tomorrow, and thereafter a few other places to share the tobacco-free generation journey. So I would leave to Dr. Lin to tell you the exciting things we've been doing, engaging with your youth leaders and your elementary school students. That's been so exciting and so enthusiastic to support the tobacco-free generation movement so that they stay away from vaping, stay away from smoking for the rest of their life. Over to you, Dr. Lin.
Yes. Thank you, Dr. Kong, and it was a pleasure to be in Bataan. I think, as I said earlier, I was very inspired by the energetic and enthusiasm of the students as well as the youth leaders here. So on the first day, we shared with our scholars of Bataan about the tobacco-free generation, rethinking the current tobacco control policies and how tobacco-free generation can overcome them, and how the tactics of the tobacco industry is always changing to manipulate and attract our youths. And it was very pleasant and heartwarming to see how the scholars of Bataan have already been advocating for TFG in their own circles and their own regions. And subsequently, when we went to the elementary school, so we went to Tukop Elementary School, 𝗞𝗪𝗘𝗡𝗧𝗨𝗛𝗛 Elementary School, and Mary Elementary School, we were surprised by the overwhelming responses from the students because they were all pledging to be tobacco-free generation.
So in the video just now, you saw
we can show
that,
the video.
In the video just now, you see the Mary youth leaders standing up, asking questions, learning and working with us so that they would have the passion to push for healthier lifestyle and a better future generation. That's, you see Katrina, they're coming on board and working together with them. We give them the opportunity to work together with our Singapore youth. So we enjoy working with all of you. And in the second video now, yes, you see how we enjoy working with your children from, this is in 𝗞𝗪𝗘𝗡𝗧𝗨𝗛𝗛 Elementary School, and we had hope in the future, working with your youth, we will be able to do even greater things together. Over to you, Gaf.
Yeah. Dr. Kong, I'm sure some of our viewers might be new to TFG. Can you tell us again what is tobacco-free generation and how did the movement, the organization start?
Thanks, Gaf. That's a very, very powerful, important question. What is so special about tobacco-free generation? The first key message is that we must stop blaming our parents and our relatives who are using cigarettes because they became addicted when they were young, and unfortunately they didn't have enough knowledge about the real culprit behind this. It is not the smokers themselves, but really the industry that's been selling and a message that has been misguiding people. The exciting part about tobacco-free generation is we now want the future generation to be smoke-free, vape-free, whether they are before a certain age or after, forever the rest of their life, remain healthy and adopt healthy lifestyle, good nutrition, as well as completely staying away from smoking and vaping. So those are what we like. And on top of that, we would also like to groom youth leaders to lead, because it is important for their generation to encourage their younger ones from starting to smoke. Thank you.
Dr. Kong, you mentioned to me many times since when we met in 2015 that this is an end game approach. What do you mean by end game approach?
All right. So the end game approach concept came about in 2 years after I published the article on tobacco-free generation. And the end game approach is a concept to say that these ideas and this proposal will forever end tobacco, because this concept of tobacco-free generation has the ability to change the social, the structural, and the political conundrums or the challenges that we've been facing for the past 5 decades in solving the tobacco and the vaping issues. So by such a powerful single notion, we can then have the vision that will stop the death and diseases from tobacco. So it's completely ending it, the checkmate situation. For those of you who enjoy playing chess, the checkmate, can you imagine that powerful step? That's an end game.
So the vicious cycle will finally be stopped through this movement.
perfect, and you have crystallized it very well as usual, Gov.
Do you have tie-ups with other organizations, with countries? How do you go about expanding this movement?
Right. Well, the best example of tie-up is your governing and your vision as a leader, because you have mobilized your entire society to stand up and support tobacco-free generation. With this week that we've been coming, the provincial health promotion board has been organizing all the activities for us. We work with the local municipalities, city health officers across various municipalities, and I think that's more powerful than an organization. We are working with a government body that has the entire infrastructure and the entire reach out to the communities, people like you, young people who are eager to champion for a greater good for your family members and your future generation. I think that's way better than an organization. So again, congratulations.
And so, like what you mentioned earlier, the past few days you've been in schools. What will happen within the next few days?
Well, we will continue to share the tobacco-free generation message, and the best part is that hopefully by the time we leave back to Singapore, we would have imparted greater knowledge, and you will have these 3 and many more young Bataanios who will then continue to share the message. It is our job to leave you material and leave you visionary ideas, and then with the support of your local government as well as the governor's office, you all can then fight for a better, healthier future generation. So it goes back to the youth power that we see in front of us, the future of our country.
Before I ask our youth leaders, Dr. Lin, what have been the challenges, the difficulties from the time TFG started and until now, and what has kept you going?
So I think it's never easy to introduce a new idea, just as how people used to think that the earth is flat, and now we have to change the notion and tell everyone the earth is round. There is a better way where we can tackle the tobacco problem by having the tobacco-free generation. We stop people from starting to smoke and starting to vape. So this mindset change has been very challenging along the way. But because we have young people like Russell, like Katrina and Aries in Philippines, and our students from Raffles Institution, they understand that notion and they share with their peers. I think that has overcome the challenges that we have faced in the education infrastructure, because as youth leaders, they could share with their peers more easily than we could as an organization.
What's the best thing about working on an advocacy like this?
I think I get energized every time I work with young people, and I think I become younger when I work with them.
And what else do you plan to accomplish with this advocacy? So is it really spreading it youth by youth, country by country?
Yes, youth by youth, country by country. The exciting part is that Batangas City made the world's first tobacco-free generation law, and no other countries have done this before. And with this massive social movement that you have here, you all stand together and be strong, and other countries are now following. For example, New Zealand has made a tobacco-free generation law several years after Batangas City. Now we have a town in Massachusetts called Brookline, and they have also made the tobacco-free generation law easily 5 to 7 years after Batangas City. So Filipinos, be proud that you have made an epic global public health decision, because you have led since 2017. Congratulations, Gov.
Thank you. Okay, now let's talk to our youth leaders. So siguro ano na muna, yung mga local youth leaders natin, When did you join the TFG social movement? How old were you then? And what was your position?
Oh yeah. It was year 2017 and I'm 17 years old po nung time
That
na yon. And ako po yung secretary ng Tobacco-Free Generation sa Dinalupihan.
Okay. At
Ayan naman po. Ako naman po ay nagsimula po nung ako po ay 14 years old from BNHS po. At
14.
apat lang po kami na talagang nagsistand po doon po sa aming buong eskwelahan that time. And napakarami na po ang naging produkto po pagkatapos po naming makagraduate noon. So ngayon po currently ako na po ang presidente po ng Bataan Youth Health Ambassadors po na handle po din ni Kofi ngayon.
Aris?
I started when I was in 23 years old, I think. Nung nag-start po ako as volunteer ng City of Balanga sa Project Do. So narinig ko na po yung advocacy ng TFG. Then I joined the movement and now sa ngayon po ako po yung Chief of Administration ng Bataan Youth Health Ambassador.
Kasama ba namin kayo nung binrake natin yung Guinness World Record?
Yes po, kasama po kaming sumasayaw doon, kasama ang ating mga scholars.
Oo nga. At ilan tayo nun? More than 16?
16,000.
More than 16,000.
318
To be exact.
to be exact by the number, but I remember the number went above.
Went above, I think,
Yes.
went above 20 if I'm not
Yes,
mistaken.
I think there were people who would continue to come. It's just that the 4-lane highway couldn't accommodate them. So it was an eye-opening experience for me. Congratulations, Balanga City, Bataanios for standing together for TFG.
So many years ago, but continuously still pushing and expanding our network. Then for our visitors from Raffles Institution, we've been around some of our schools. How would you assess Bataan or our province TFG initiatives? And where do you see, where do we need to improve? What else do we need to do?
I think that while looking through the different schools or visiting the different schools that we had, I really found it heartwarming that everyone there was very connected in the sense that like the 𝗞𝗪𝗘𝗡𝗧𝗨𝗛 initiative, I was amazed that this initiative was able to be released in all the different 12 schools at the same time. And so it really shows to me how there's interconnection between all the different municipalities in Bataan, and I'm very touched to see that the governing system is able to coordinate at such a well pace.
Any
Yes. I would like
assessment
to
on our
also add on.
TFG journey so far?
I would also like to add on like what Dr. Koo and Dr. Lin mentioned. The students were very, very energetic. And what I saw that was really amazing is that the youth leaders in Bataan have so much opportunity to shine all over the place. Like for example, the youth leaders we have right here, they have, even at such a young age, they're able to step up to the plate and show what they're capable of. And I think this is really great. And by doing this more, Bataan will be really able to push forward the TFG campaign, because as Dr. Lin shared, TFG would be more effective when peers share to each other on why they should follow this TFG campaign. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes, I definitely agree. Seeing how excited and enthusiastic all of the students were to learn more about TFG when us students went over to their schools was very surprising to me. I really didn't expect them to be that excited and to have that much energy. I honestly thought that they might be a little bored by our presentation at first, but once we started going through it, they started to be very excited, they started to be very active, they were participating, answering all of our questions, and even at the end of our presentation, they were all cheering and clapping, and they also said the Tobacco-Free Generation pledge very strongly. So I was honestly very surprised by this. I didn't expect this level of activeness. So I think that this just goes to show that these youth who are the future of this country are able to show an enthusiasm for such a noble initiative, and I think that really just shows how bright the future of Bataan is.
Can you share with us any best practice on how we can reach the target generation much faster maybe things that you're already doing in Singapore?
For the target audience for the tobacco-free generation, which is generally people born after the year 2000, these people are, of course, very used to using technology. They often use mobile phones, mobile devices, using social media platforms and otherwise. So definitely using social media, using the power of the online platforms to help share the message of the tobacco-free generation, educate these youth, tell them more about why they should care about this and why this is a good initiative compared to some of the conventional tobacco control policies is definitely something that I think could be very effective.
Thank you. Yes, please.
To add on to
Please add on.
Marcus's point, I think that one major aspect about tobacco-free generation is the education that you are able to impart to the new generation and the youth that rise up. Because it is important not to use the typical tactics such as pushing out fear tactics or using negative messaging, but instead use positive messaging, encouraging the youth to step up and empower themselves with education.
Thank you. For our local youth leaders, what made you join this movement? What prompted your decision? Alam ko, syempre maraming pwedeng salihan na grupo, maraming mga extracurricular clubs, no, sa ating paaralan ng panahon na yun. Pero ano yung nag-attract sa inyo sa TFG? Si Dr. Kung ba? Na bighani ba kayo kay Dr. Kung? O si Cholo ba na ibang-iba rin yung dating ni Sir Cholo?
Ayan, siguro po personally nakita ko po kasi yung sitwasyon na meron po sa aming pong barangay, gayon din po sa aking pong kapaligiran or sa aking pong environment kung saan nakita ko po yung importance kung gaano po kahalaga yung health. Kaya kumbaga ito po yung nagbigay sa akin ng, uy, kailangan kong mag-stand, kailangan kong tumulong para sa mga kapwa ko kabataan. Gayon din po nakita ko yung ating pong government na talagang sinusuportahan naman po tayong mga kabataan dahil tayo din po naman ang magiging mukha ng ating kinabukasan. So, yun po yung para sa akin.
Ayun po, para po sa akin, yung nagtulak po para mag-join po dito sa advocacy na to is that yung mga volunteers po natin, yung mga taong nagsimula para po palakihin yung movement na to, higit lalo yung mga kasamahan po namin na araw-araw halos na nagkikita, nag-uusap para bigyan ng bago, bigyan ng mas maganda at bigyan ng makabuluhang kaganapan ng mga kabataan. So hindi po mapapantayan yon, yung pagod po nila, yung saya po na nakukuha nila every time na makakatapos po ng isang programa. Higit lalo po yung mensahe po na maipaabot natin sa mga kabataan, hindi lamang po yung advokasya mananatili sa isipan nila, kundi maabot po natin yung puso ng bawat isa. And yun po siguro, yung puso po ng volunteerismo sa bawat advocate na sumasali at nagpapatuloy na ilaban po natin yung movement po na to.
No, tama po. No. So actually, yung act of volunteerism po siguro yung nagtulak sa akin. Kasi parang kung meron kang boses, aanihin mo yung boses mo kung hindi mo gagamitin para i-empower yung mga ibang kabataan. So yung para po sa akin, nakita ko po yung kahalagahan ng isang advocacy na kung saan you have the power to speak up para sa iba. So be the light of others. Parang ganun po. Kung may dilim, ikaw yung magsilbing liwanag nila.
Galing. So, Kat, Russell, hindi lang yan dahil sa napakasarap na Hainanese chicken rice na pinakain sa inyo, I'm sure, ni Dr. Lin, ni Dr. Kung sa Singapore. Hindi lang dahil doon. Pero isa na rin yun sa dahilan. Dahil masarap. Dr. Kung?
Yes, I would also like to add on that I think the vision I can see is Bataan should really be the light to the rest of the world where you are the center of tobacco-free generation. You have a situation where you have the structural improvement through the support of your wonderful office and leadership. You can provide the structure to show to the rest of the world we have this. The next is the social norm, as professed by all these young people who say they want to be the future generation. And from there, with the great support and the social norm change, the political environment will also change for the better. And then Bataan becomes that icon of tobacco-free generation. I can imagine that, where we host international guests and other hosts, other youth from the other parts of the world, where they can immerse themselves into a few days of tobacco-free generation learning, and then they can feel the energy from the youth. And when they go home, they will then drive their own program. That's how I envision the great potential of Bataan. So thank you very much, Gov.
Thank you, Dr. Kung. Now you gave us more ideas. So, Sir Cholo, organize
Sir Cholo
the
is more headache.
National TFG Summit very soon. And then maybe after that, the International TFG Summit. Why not, right? Dr. Kung, Dr. Lin? Again, you came here to Bataan with a delegation, especially our students from Raffles Institution. What is your aim? What's the purpose of flying over to the Philippines here in Bataan? What do you intend to learn and what do you want to share?
So we've only been learning TFG for 8 days now. So actually we are quite new to this and we still have a lot to learn. So when we come here, we're not coming here just to teach. We're also here to learn from the youth advocates here in Philippines, like the ones we have here with us today, and also from all the students that we're going to teach, not just about new perspectives, but also about the culture here in Philippines. And so yeah, that's what we wish to learn here in Philippines. Thank you.
Thank you. Anything more? Yeah.
I guess we also came here to sort of learn more about an advocacy process, learn more about how we as youth can band together and help spread a message to other youths who maybe could relate to us more than they can relate to people of older ages. And I believe that now the youth are one of the most important factors when it comes to influencing and helping to educate the other youths. So I believe that when we came on this, and I think all of us can agree that we hope that we could learn more about how we as youths can help convey a message, how we can help spread a message and engage with the other youths in our country.
For anyone who wants to answer, what drives you to push for TFG?
I think to answer this question, I'll first like to thank Dr. Kung and Dr. Lin for imparting us not only about the knowledge of TFG, what TFG has been doing all this while, but also about inspiring us with the same vision and drive that they have, which have allowed them to advocate for TFG all this while. So before, when we were in Singapore, we were doing a lot of preparation for this trip to the Philippines. So they've been sharing with us about the journey that TFG has been taking and how it has led us to today as well. So through all their presentations, they have really inspired us to also have the same desire, the same want to be able to share this message about TFG to other youths from the Philippines as well.
Thank you.
To add on to that,
Yes.
when I first came on board to this TFG advocacy campaign, my initial thoughts were that these would be similar to the conventional methods that already exist to curb tobacco usage. But then with those 4 or 5 days with Dr. Lin and Dr. Kung, my initial thoughts were shattered and my perspectives were completely changed. And I see that this tobacco-free generation, like you said, Governor Joet, is truly an endgame advocacy campaign where at the end it can truly eradicate the use of tobacco. And I think that this is far more meaningful than what I first thought it was, and this really drives me to push for this TFG advocacy campaign. Thank you.
Don't worry if Russell and Kat was able to taste Hainanese chicken rice. We'll give you chicken adobo rice.
I tried it. I
You
tried
did, you
chicken
did?
adobo, yes, at the
Okay.
hotel.
How is it?
It was very amazing, yeah.
Yes.
Siguro po yung sa amin po, yung pagka-carry po ng torch from generation to generation. As we observe po, ako po isa na po sa senior volunteer or advocate ng TFG. Nakikita ko po yung drive sa mga bata na i-embrace po nila kung ano yung natutunan sa mga ate at kuya nila. At ngayon po, sila naman po yung nag-stand out. Sa totoo lang po, kami po nag-uusap-usap, medyo mahirap po talaga yung ginagawa natin. Pero naniniwala kami na all through process po, mapagtatagumpayan po natin. And kami po sa mga advocates po, lagi po namin pinapaalala sa kanila na yung pagyakap po dito sa ating movement ay isang gawa ng isang pagbobolontaryo, pero lagi po namin pinapaalala sa kanila na hindi po sila nag-iisa sa movement po na to. Narito po ang ating mga kaibigan, nandito po ang ating gobyerno, nandito po ang ating mga mentors, and even po yung mga kapwa natin kabataan na handang umalalay. So wag po silang matakot na mag-develop on their own skills sa mga larangan na kanilang tinatahak, bagkus po palaguin pa po nila, bit-bit po yung advocacy po ng tobacco-free generation.
Thank you.
So what drives me is that I came on Monday and today is Wednesday, and the proudest moment is to see your youth taking over our presentation, leading, when I know when I fly back on Friday, I trust these people to continue the message. That's to me the most heartwarming, because that is true empowerment. We are not here to just push a set of ideas, but we must make sure that whenever we push vision, we must be able to leave skills that your youth can continue. So I often well up, because when I see them presenting so well, then I said my goosebumps come up, and I said, okay, I think we have left a legacy. So very proud of your youth, Gov.
I remember, Dr. Kong, I think we were in Thailand or Indonesia together with my wife, Isabel, when we were tasked to present what we're doing, especially TFG, when we presented the video of Balanga breaking the Guinness World Record and being awarded the world's first tobacco-free generation city. Isabel and Dr. Kong were welling up and continuously crying because of the impact that it had given our students, our youth. So again, very thankful. And in fact, what also drives me is, number one, the data. Very evident on how TFG can help make Filipinos healthier, especially Bataeños. I think that's undisputable. So how can you go against evidence? How can you go against data when it shows that if we go through with this end game, so many Filipinos, so many Bataeños will benefit from it. And then I also learned when I was in Congress on how powerful the tobacco industry really is. So I think that gave me even a better perspective on what we're up against. And you can pass whatever laws, policies, ordinances, but nothing will beat a movement such as TFG, such as what we're doing to really reverse what's been happening in the world for so many decades.
And I add on, Gov, because this is my most powerful line nowadays. I think these people not just represent our best defense now, these people are also our best offense. So it is going to be very powerful, and it is heartwarming for me to see this growing across the world. We hope more youth will rise up across the world to pick up tobacco-free generation proposal. There is a website, just internet search tobacco-free generation. You go to our website, you can contact us. Hopefully we can partner you to bring TFG to your country. And we will have then this set of youth who will go to your country, and we will share with your youth and teach them the details of TFG. And that's how I think we will perpetuate this across the world.
Together we will do it.
Yes, together we will do it. And that's one Bataan.
One Bataan, yes. So thank you, for all the great answers to so many questions. Now we'll check if there might be questions online. And again, I'd like to encourage our viewers to put in any comment, any question. Kung meron kayong susumbong na mga nagtitinda ng sigarilyo, ng vape malapit sa ating mga paaralan or sa mga lugar na hindi dapat nagbebenta, paki-post din dito sa ating comment section. Nang sa ganon ay mapagsabihan natin. Pagsasabihan lang naman. So first, so many messages of they want to be called out or shout out. Jolo Magat, John Mark Rivera Oray, si Bocal Precious Manuel, Leia Demilio, From Lala Saldi, magandang buhay po Gov Joet. Share done. So I guess they're following our mechanics on how to win. Jose Angelo Medina, Yolanda Roncal, si Jolo, magandang gabi sa'yo. Jasmine Bea, Estrella Valencia Maglake, Ayent Edultar, Rajib Milon, si Jose Angelo Medina, Rhea Estabilio, mula kay Walter Bantay, good evening po, Gov Joet, God bless you. Sam Josie Lumaig, good evening po, Gov. Ramir Tigas, good evening po, Gov Joet, and to your guest. Estrella Maglake, magandang gabi. Sheila Datu, nangangamusta. Sam Josie, same. Mayor Jermin, good evening. Margie Almazan, good evening. Ayent, okay. Rajiv Milon, Rhea Estabilio, Sheila Datu. Gov, pwede po magtanong. Yes, pwede po kayong magtanong. Jonelyn Makat, good evening, Gov. Kamusta lang po at papansin lang po. Okay, napansin ka, Jonelyn. Nesel Flores Caraig, good evening. Kiana Cruz, Ana Hernandez, Sisawan Guzman, Mel Uy Cruz, good evening. Miriam Macalinaw, Gian Escudero Belay, anak ni Ate Helen. Ana Hernandez, hoping pa rin, Gov. Si Ana ba yung sa tablet, no? Okay, inaayos na Ana, huwag ka mag-alala. JC Escudero, anak din ni Ate Helen. Pinapauwi na ba si Ate Helen, kaya siguro nagpo-post. Shout out po kay Gian Escudero Belay, galing kay JC. Si Ate Choli Lamira, magandang gabi po, Gov Joet, stay healthy, God bless you. Evangeline Dizon Bartolome, magandang gabi po, Gov Joet, salamat po sa lahat ng kabutihan na ginagawa ninyo sa mamamayan ng Bataan. Jocelyn Ocampo, Fee Marshall, watching from Mountain View, Mariveles. Miriam Macalinaw, si Chris Leonson from our housing department. Mirna Castillo, Jocelyn Agasid, si Mirna watching from Alyon. Alberto Mendoza, Mirna Castillo watching from Kabalikat, Alyon. Esther Nicole Domingo, hi Sir Oliver Reyes Enriquez. Ha 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 ha. Bakit maraming ha ha ha? Sir Oliver, ano ibig sabihin nun? Si Fee Marshall, sana manalo naman po ako sa games. Miriam Macalinaw, Christine Gabriel, thank you, Gov, from Santo Domingo Elementary School sa Orion. Alice Tagaowa, good evening, happy watching. Rhea Estabilio. Christina Matarondo, wow, congratulations, proud parents. Donna Dampil, good evening, watching from Dinalupihan, Bataan. Si Jane, congratulations. Mayor Jermin, hi Sir Oliver Reyes Enriquez, magandang gabi po. Veronica Gravoso, Jocelyn Ocampo, Nef Marquez, congratulations. Yolanda Roncal, Jojo Escudero, buong pamilya na ni Ate Helen nanonood Lourdes Alejandrino, Margaret RS, Patrick Custodio, welcome sa TFG, Celso Martin de la Cruz. Mula kay Fee Marshall, napakagandang programa ng PhilHealth. Salamat po, Gov, sa walang sawang pagpupursige, mabigyan ng magandang kalusugan ang bawat Bataenyo. Nerissa Di Maculangan, Maylin David, Alice Villacruz, welcome to Bataan, Dr. Kung and team.
Thank you.
Teresa Climacosa, I'm watching po, Gov, congrats. Mirna Castillo, napakagandang programa para sa mga Bataenyo. Jervy Lim, welcome sa TFG, Rhea Borja. Joshua Manzano, welcome sa TFG, Luis Ann de la Cruz. Then, Joshua Manzano rin, welcome sa TFG, Jose Angelo Medina. Si Maricar Reyes, good evening. Victoria Caravajal, Geng Sabanal, good evening. Jervy Lim, welcome sa TFG, Marivic Matias Lim. Mula kay Marisa Isidro, good evening po. Si Ate Ella Sabala. Good evening, Gov Joet and delegates from TFG Singapore led by Dr. Kung. Resi Baluyot, welcome sa TFG. Roselyn David, welcome sa TFG. Carmela Aguelo. From Jervy Lim, welcome sa TFG. Again, Resi Baluyot. Then, welcome sa TFG, Kamachile ES. Welcome sa TFG, Arellano Elementary School. And then, may nagtatanong, Jocelyn Ocampo, how to be a member in TFG?
Ayan. So, sa mga sa ating po mga kabataenyo o Kabalanga City po natin dyan, kung kayo po ay nagnanais na makatulong po namin at makasama po sa programang ito, maaari nyo pong i-check ang aming pong page na Bataan Youth Health Ambassadors at mag-message po kayo dito at ibibigay po namin sa inyo ang proseso para po kayo ay makasama po sa amin.
So, madaling-madali lang.
Yes po.
Mula kay Regan Bartolome, magandang gabi. Erica Aguilar, hashtag Tobacco Free Generation. Roderick Caraig. Mula kay Jericho Caparas, hope you already tasted Filipino chicken adobo. Uncle Roger. Jocelyn Ocampo, hashtag TFG. Mula kay Rhea Estabilio, maswerte po kami dito sa Bataan na meron kaming GOV na katulad nyo na sumusuporta sa advokasya ng TFG para sa kabubuti ng lahat ng Bataenyo. Sila ang dapat natin pasalamatan, lalo ng ating mga kabataan. Mula kay Victoria Carvajal, para sa akin po, maganda nga po sana tobacco-free ang Bataan. Dapat ipagbawal na ang pagtitinda. So, stop selling of cigarettes and vapes. Christian Rodriguez, good evening, Gov. Shout out po sa Team Kwentuhan. Shout out sa Team Kwentuhan. Palakpakan natin. Okay, Teresa Climacosa watching from Mountain View. Si Bukal Precious, good evening, Gov. TFG Bataan, Dr. Kung, and delegates from TFG Singapore. From Resi Baluyot, sana lahat ng kabataan ay makiisa sa movement ng TFG. Again, mula kay 𝗞𝗪𝗘𝗡𝗧𝗨, napakagandang programa para sa mga kabataan. Maraming salamat po, TFG International Advocate. Salamat din po, Gov. Mula kay Oliver Manabat, good evening po, TFG Advocates.
Isa din po sa mga TFG Advocates po natin.
Si Oliver.
Yes po.
Good evening, Oliver. Nasa SM ba sila? Okay. Annalisa Lopez Amor, thank you po, Gov Garcia, for supporting TFG. Thank you, TFG International Advocates. Victoria Carvajal, ang mga kabataan wala pang hanap buhay, nag-vape po, 13 years po ang edad. So maybe any comment on how we can all help to prevent vaping that's infiltrating our youth?
Thank you for the question, Victoria. I think the simplest is to go to the website, learn a bit more details about TFG, and then after that, also be attending the various symposiums that will be organized by the Provincial Health Promotion Board under the leadership of 𝗪𝗪𝗪, because we will be providing them material, and on top of that, the details on how that message is delivered will be led by your wonderful Luth here. So that is how we get together.
So through Dr. Kung, through
yes.
the ate and the kuya,
that's
you'll
right.
be able to help all those 13 years old,
So,
the teenagers who are into vaping.
That's right. And once you understand the real reason behind it, we have seen many testimonies that will come up to us and say, now that I see a better knowledge, I will stop vaping immediately. So come and join us through Bataan Provincial Health Office and various city health officers, because you have a strong network that will be able to disseminate the better knowledge for you. All right? So come on board quickly.
Thank you, Dr. Kung. Then Nida Espino-Cilia. So good evening. Reyes Estabilio, hashtag support TFG. Sabi ni Jolo, sana manalo po ulit, Gov. Si Esther Nicole Sikat Domingo, shout out po kay Kuya Russell. Ha ha. Marami ring ha. Patrick Banzon Custodio, hi Gov. Si Von, Go TFG Bataan and TFG International. Mary Grace Sigonya, good evening. Mula kay Esther ulit, hello Gov, miss you. Donna Dampil, magandang gabi po Gov, pagpalain kayo ng Panginoon. Bullet Batol, magandang gabi sa inyo. John Mark Rivera Oray, Go TFG Bataan and TFG International, pa-shout out po from Bataan Youth Health Ambassador. So, shout out sa inyong lahat. Si Ma'am Esther Lian Escaler, magandang gabi. Sani Maggune, magandang gabi po, Gob. Sana lalo po umunlad ang lalawigan. Limuel Cabana, good evening. Watching from Bataan Youth Health Ambassadors. Si Ma'am Victoria, of course, keep up the good work. Keep doing your best. Bullet Batol, maraming salamat po sa tulong nyo from scholar ng Bataan up to the funeral assistance. I was one na natulungan nyo. Maraming salamat. So we have, we call it from womb to tomb, the services of our government. Charles Cedric Gervasio Perez, good evening Gov, and for my co-TFG officers. Jana Haraba, thanks po sa ayuda mula sa scholar, one of our scholars. Patricia Andrade, good evening. Marilyn Villanueva, good evening Gov, taga Paisawan, Bagak, Bataan. Kamusta po kayo dyan sa Bagak? Si Jano Tinao, watching from Abukay, Bataan. Tinatanaw ko po na mas mapaigting ang ating Tobacco-Free Generation Program at Peer Facilitators Program sa Abukay, Bayan ng Mahusay.
Goff, I need to add in here. I shout out also to Jano. He was part of the presenting team today and he came out with so much energy.
Really?
I was also welling up. So I am so proud of you, Jano.
Mula po ulit kay Bullet Batol from GovTet to GovAbet up to you, GovJo, at napakadami po ninyo natutulungan sa probinsya ng Bataan. So maraming salamat Bullet at syempre dahil nga po yan sa tulong ng lahat. Si Paul Versosa, hi Kuya Isaac. Hehe, may ganun din. Renzel Anunciado, good evening po Gov. Laking tulong ng scholar sa amin mga nakagraduate. Sorry, graduates, or scholar graduates. Ngayon siguro naghahanap na ng trabaho or may trabaho na. Norlito Marantal, welcome TFG Singapore. Reagan, welcome sa TFG. Oliver Manabat, currently watching with the rest of the Singaporean delegates here at SM Bataan. Pa-shout out po. Bakit kayo lang ang nandyan sa SM? Sana all. Si Auditor, Leonida Tanega. Auditor, magandang gabi po. Esther Domingo, hello Kuya Marcos.
Wow, well
Hello
done.
Kuya Marcos. From Esther.
Just want to add one more element
Yes,
here
yes,
for our
please.
viewers. Since Gov has mentioned scholars and e-scholars as well as people who have graduated, I strongly welcome you to come on board because you are the people who can process the details of TFG. And we need you to understand the deeper elements of TFG so that you can rise up and defend TFG robustly against anybody who tries to undermine the TFG concept. So come on board because we need intelligent and inspiring people who can articulate well, exemplified here. So I strongly believe and trust that you all are able to understand the TFG rationale easily. Just like my youth here, within 5 days, we have converted them to be great, eloquent TFG drivers. So come on board.
Thank you. So, Bullet again says, TFG advocates keep on inspiring others. He's also watching from Orani, Bataan. Joshua Manzano, good evening TFG advocates. Maria Manalili, hi Kuya Isaac at Marcos. Just say hi. Kathleen Brizuela, thank you so much, Gov. Jano Tinao, hi Arel, Isaac, and Marcos. Esther Domingo, Gov, when po mag-fist bump ulit? When? Fist bump. Fist bump. Virtual. Marilyn Villanueva, magandang thank you, Gov. Patrick Custodio, True Faith Giver. TFG means True Faith Giver. TFG.
That's an inspiring one.
Mula kay Miriam Makalinaw, ang gagaling at ang husay ng mga kabataan. TFG, keep up the good work. Dr. Kong, you were gonna say
Salamat po.
about True Faith Giver?
Powerful, because from the acronym Tobacco-Free Generation, you have very cleverly changed it to True Faith Giver. The other acronym that I have come across is TFG, is the Future Generation. Another very inspiring phrase from Bataanneos. I heard this as far back as 4 years ago here. So your population has the beauty of language, and I think God sent me here to work with you all.
I'm sure. Yes. You're God sent. Heaven sent. From Bullet, nowadays, as for my observation, siguro nasa magulang, parents, din po yung pagbabawal sa mga teens kasi ang babata na ng mga nakikita na nating nagve-vape. Kasi yung mga vape shop, wala din silang pinipiling pagbilan ng vape, even minors. The youngest I saw is elementary, nagve-vape na. So, Bullet, pakireport sa amin kung saan yung mga nakikita mo na tindahan, nagbibenta ng vape, lalo na yung malalapit sa ating paaralan. Si Reagan, supportado ko po ang TFG, lalo na po dito sa Balanga. Gov Joet, salamat po. Sherwin Pontanilla, Dr. Kong, and to all the advocates.
Oh, Dr. Sherwin?
Sherwin Pontanilla, yes.
From Mary Velas?
Hi, Doc. Gandang gabi sa inyo.
Again, shout out to Dr. Sherwin. He was there watching us for the past 2 days, and I think he will be one of our shining examples, leading from Mary Velas, Dr. Sherwin. All right, I'll continue talking to you. All right?
The biggest municipality in Bataan. More than 140,000 strong. Okay, Kathleen Brizuela, good evening. Jimwell Landayan, Jem Quezon, Sherwin Hola Balanga, good evening. Sponsor yata natin ng Hola, Ola? Hola? Hindi ba Spanish yun? Ola? Wala. Silent H? Hola? Okay. John Mark Oray, good evening po, Gov, to all TFG advocates from Singapore. For the Go TFG advocates. Sana'y lahat ng kabataan ay maging modelo at maging kaakibat sa mga programa ng ating pamahalaan, lalong-lalo na ang Tobacco-Free Generation. Let's do this, kabataan ng Bataan. Miriam Makalinaw, saludo kami sa TFG Bataan at TFG Singapore. Si Mary Grace, malaking tulong talagang scholar ng Bataan. Gaya ko, natapos na ang aking anak ng kursong Public Administration. Congratulations! Okay, and then panghuli na lang, Asilay Ram, Noipi. Parang baliktad yata yun. No? Good evening, Gov Joet and company. God bless po. Sabi ni Von, aba syempre, TFG. Nats Tinaw, good evening to all TFG delegates. Enjoy your stay. Mira Peñano, Nats Tinaw. Okay. Alright. So yun po. Again, maraming salamat sa lahat po na nagko-comment, nagpapadala po ng mga questions. Kayo po yung nagpapasaya ng ating pong programa. Ngayon naman, ngayon na po, every kwentuhan, our live audience waits for the games so that they have a chance to win by playing with us online. So tonight's sponsors are Hola Bataan. They will give 3 coupons worth 500 pesos. Mads Car Wash, 10 coupons free car wash. Wooden Leaf, 5 coupons worth 500 pesos. And A&E Cafe, 4 coupons worth 500 pesos. Isa pa ating youth leader, si Made, no? Yes. Made ng Mads Car Wash, bagong negosyo nila. So, shout out kay Made. Aside from this, 3 persons from our live audience could also win limited edition 1 Bataan merchandise. Bakit limited edition? Dahil kulang sa pondo. For this episode alone, we have 25. Kaya ba natin? 25 winners? Okay, 25 winners. Kaya sa lahat ng mga viewers, tawagin nyo na ho yung mga kaibigan nyo para ito na, magpapalaro na tayo. 25 ang pwedeng manalo. They will choose what prizes they want when they redeem. So, are you guys ready? Are you ready? Yes. Okay. So, raffle muna. Raffle tayo. First, let's conduct an electronic raffle for those who tag their friends in our teaser post. In our graphics, we ask you to comment, "Welcome to TFG," and tag a friend whom you'd like to invite to join our movement. We will be picking 5 winners. Again, whoever goes first to claim can choose the prize that they want to get out of the 5 options. So, mag-i-raffle tayo. So, i-raffle 5 winners. Click on start. Ang unang panalo, Jervy Lim. So, alam ko nagko-comment si Jervy, no? Congratulations, Jervy. Second winner, Myra Mazo de Banadero. Congratulations, Myra. Third winner, si Ms. Lala Saldi. Congratulations, Lala. Fourth, Jen Ricarpo Mena. And fifth, our fifth winner is Jolo Maga. So, Jolo, sulit lahat ng mga comments na pinopost mo. Panalo ka ulit. Then, quiz naman. No? So, magkuquiz po tayo. Second game is a quiz type game. We will post the questions on screen and the viewers, our audience, will send their answers via the comment section. We will be picking 5 winners. So, 5 po muli ang mananalo. Umpisa na natin. What is the meaning of TFG? So, paka-type in sa comment section ano ibig sabihin ng TFG. Siyempre, ang una pong magsusulat ng tamang sagot ang mananalo. And while we're waiting for the winner, maybe we can ask for maybe a greeting. Maybe you want to greet somebody from Singapore who's watching, or final message for our viewers.
I think I would like to say hello to everyone watching from Singapore. If my family is watching this, hello, nice to see you all here. And yeah, thank you everyone who has allowed us. Thank you RI, thank you for letting us go on this opportunity also to come to the Philippines to work on this TFG. I think it's very inspiring and it's been really helping me to develop more. So thank you very much.
All right, thank you. Wala pang winner? Meron na. Yan, nakikita ko na yung mga comments. Nakita nyo na kung sino yung una? All right. Maybe before you start, can you read the name of, the right answer to the question and then the name of our winner?
The correct answer is tobacco-free generation. So congratulations to 𝗞𝗪𝗘𝗡𝗧𝗨𝗛
Congrats, Made.
My apologies if I mispronounced your name.
Baka ang piliin niya yung GC, yung GC sa car wash. Yes?
My apologies if I mispronounced your name.
Perfect.
For my message to my friends from Singapore watching, if my parents are watching, hello, I did it. Thank you. I also like thank Raffles Institution for letting me go on this trip. It's truly a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. And also like to thank Dr. Kung and Dr. Lin for teaching me, and though it was only 5 days, they've really changed my perspective. Thank you to everybody.
Congratulations to you too. Then, before your greeting, second question, what chemical is found in cigarettes that is harmful to the body? So, what chemical is found in cigarettes that is harmful to the body? Siguro the most popular chemical, because there are so many chemicals in cigarettes that are harmful to the body. Yung pinaka-sikat at panay po natin nadidinig. Yes, we can have your greeting.
Yes, hello to everybody who is watching and supporting me, whether it be from Philippines or Singapore or in Japan. And Mom and Dad, I know that you're probably watching this, so hello. I hope you're having a good time in Japan right now. And I'm really happy to be here. This has been a great experience for not just me, but I'm sure all of the other advocates and ambassadors from Singapore. We've had a great chance to be able to interact with some of the locals, get to know some of the youth here in Philippines, and help to spread such a noble campaign. So yes.
Thank you. And could you be the one to read the right answer and then the name of our winner?
Yes, so the correct answer is indeed nicotine. And here our winner is Joseph Adrian V. Chrysostomo, perhaps?
Question. What do you call the e-cigarette that is as harmful as traditional cigarettes? So yun yung pinag-uusapan po natin kanina. What do you call the e-cigarette that is as harmful as traditional cigarettes? Russell?
Syempre po, isang magandang umaga po sa ating mga magandang gabi po sa ating mga viewers from Dinalupihan. Syempre, mga co-advocates.
Sasabihin mo magandang umaga sa mga viewers natin sa Amerika.
Pwede. Ayan. Syempre, shout out sa ating mga TFG advocates, peer facilitators, and honorary members mula sa bayan ng Dinalupihan. Syempre, to my family and friends.
Thank you, Russell. Wala pang panalo? Wala pa. Nakita ko na rin yung mga sagot. Para bago si Kat. Meron na? Pumapasok pa lang? Okay. Kat?
Ayan po. So, magandang gabi po ulit sa ating lahat. Sa lahat po ng aming po mga volunteers, gayon din po ang ating mga peer faci, TFG advocates, and also Bataan Youth Health Ambassadors. Maraming salamat sa inyong puso at dedikasyon para sa kabataan. Nawa tayo pa ay magpatuloy at marami pang kabataan ang magsilbing ilaw para sa ating lalawigan. Yun lamang po at ini-invite po namin kayo na sumama at makiisa po sa aming programa.
Thank you, Kat. Then, Kat, pakibasa rin ang nanalo.
At ayan po, ang sagot po sa ating pong katanungan ay vape at ang nanalo po ay si Miss Miriam Macalinaw. So, congratulations po.
Miriam. Then, bago po, magbigay natin yung pang-apat na katanungan. What is the main disease you can get from smoking? So, what is the main disease you can get from smoking? Then next.
Ayan, isang magandang gabi po muli sa ating lahat aside from sa aming mga kasamahan na advocates at sa lahat po ng inaabot ng ating programa. Since I am an outgoing youth leader in our community, siguro ito po ay mensahe para sa mga leaders na susunod sa atin, susunod sa amin. Nawa i-embrace din po natin ang advokasya ng ating city, ng ating municipality, higit lalo po ng probinsya ng Bataan. Kasi it is a collaborative effort po ng lahat. Hindi kaya ng iisa, ngunit mapagtatagumpayan po natin kung tayo po ay magtutulong-tulong. Muli, magandang gabi po sa ating lahat.
Thank you. May winner na? Wala pa. Ayun.
Okay, ang sagot po natin ay lung cancer at ang nanalo po ay si Sir Martin Antonio. Congratulations.
Okay, our last question for the quiz. What do you call the smoke from burning tobacco products that poses a threat to people who inhale it? What do you call the smoke from burning tobacco products that poses a threat to people who inhale it? Clue, ito yung tinatawag natin sa smoke na lalanghap ng ating mga kamag-anak, kaibigan na hindi naninigarilyo. Okay, para mas malinaw. Okay, and yeah, while we're waiting for the winner, Dr. Lin?
Yes, so magandang gabi again. Ako si Dr. Lin. Thank you very much for staying on and listening to us. And I'd like to shout out to all the students that we have been reaching out to over the past few days. Thank you very much. Maraming salamat to the Provincial Health Office, One Bataan Health Promotion Board, the city councillors, the mayors who have been welcoming us, and our Singapore youth delegates who must be watching from Facebook now. Thank you very much for the journey, and shout out to Daddy, Mommy, and my sister. I'm on Facebook Live. Yes, so we have the next win. No, not yet. Okay, then I'll hand over to Dr. Kong.
And I want to shout out also to our drivers, Sir Londo, Bon, and Jimbo. So thank you very much. It's such a warm reception in this community. Everybody is so warm and welcoming. I think I deserve to be here.
Dr. Lin, you want to read who won and the correct answer?
So the answer is second-hand smoke, and the winner is 𝗞𝗪𝗘𝗡𝗧𝗨𝗛 Custodio. Congratulations!
Congratulations! Then we still have a few games left. The next is Guess the Event Challenge. In this game, you will guess the events where our TFG advocates take part in. You will see photos of the events and you will comment what the name of the event is. We will be picking 5 winners. Again, whoever goes first to claim can choose the prize they want to get out of the 5 options of coupons from Hola Bataan, Mads Car Wash, Wooden Leaf, A&A Cafe, and One Bataan merchandise. So ito yung first, no? Ito po yung unang larawan. Ano yung tawag sa event na ito? So yan po yung unang larawan. Ano yung tawag sa event na yan? So madalas po natin na pag-uusapan din yan sa iba't iba ho nating mga programa at lalo na dito sa kwentuhan. Isa sa pinaka malaking at ambisyosong programa natin. Yes, please.
While waiting for the answer, I'd just like to share what we saw at the school event on Monday, where we were promoting healthier schools. I thought it was amazing that the teachers also reached out to the parents.
The parents were there, yes.
Yes, the parents were learning what is healthy nutrition food, learning about the importance of mental health, and also getting physical healthy physically. And I think one highlight of our trip to Philippines was how everyone can do Zumba, right? Yes. Maybe we should get our Russell to dance
To
Zumba.
dance again.
Yes.
And again, tomorrow, our team will be doing Zumba at Plaza.
At the Plaza of Balanga.
Yes, so
Plaza
come
of
on
Balanga.
board. Yeah, so come on board and do Zumba with us.
6:30 tomorrow.
It's gonna be fun. What time?
6:30 a.m. tomorrow at
6:30
the
a.m.
Plaza.
At the Plaza. Meron ng panalo? Meron tayong first winners sa Guess the Event Challenge. Yun. Dr. Kung?
All right, the winner for this quiz, the answer is called Bataan Healthy School Settings. Very important. All right, and the winner is and the winner is Miss Crystal May Algeria. Congratulations and well done.
Second picture for our Guess the Event Challenge. There. You missed this, no? You missed this event. Please, write. Ilagay po sa comment section kung ano yung tawag o title itong event na to. Yeah, you can do it.
Yeah, so actually
You can describe what this event is all about.
actually
Saying what the event title is.
actually, I didn't get to participate the one in the Philippines because it's been so exciting over here. I want to join, but actually I want to introduce the T-shirt that I'm wearing today. Yes, this is actually the same event in Singapore. Almost said the answer. The same event in Singapore back in 2013, 2014, and we're very happy that Gov Joel brought that event back here, and to hear so many Balangueños actually supporting this. And actually, our friend over here, Isaac, has something to add on.
I think to add on, yes, looking at this event, which I'll not say, It's very interesting how the community is able to get engaged in these ways, physically participating in all these to campaign for a social movement. And I really hope that we are able to connect and collaborate as well, because hearing from the youth advocates about them organizing the events as well as setting up events in the future as well, I was quite inspired. And personally, I enjoy cycling a lot. So we have a lot of friends from Singapore as well who really love cycling and would want to join you guys as well for this event next year.
Next year, yes.
So hopefully we are able to find a way, to bring more Singapore youth delegates over to participate in this event.
We'd love that.
Yeah.
Then can you read the winner?
Oh, so the correct answer is TFG Bike Ride by 𝗞𝗪𝗘𝗡𝗧𝗨𝗛𝗛. Congratulations there.
Congratulations, Arlene. Then picture number 3. Picture number 3. Tama ba? Ano ba yung picture number 3? Yun, okay na. Picture number 3. Ito, clue. Ito yung ginagawa natin sa iba't ibang bayan kada buwan. Yung susunod ay sa September 30 sa bayan ng Bukay. Are you still here, September 30? I can come back. Yes.
So, yung picture po na nakita natin is aside from we're doing it all over the province of Bataan, dito po sa syudad po ng Balangan, nakakatuwa dahil majority po ng mga barangay natin ay binababa na rin po yung programang ito sa bawat barangay kung saan monthly po kadalasan ginagawa. So may mga barangay po na tina-target nila na every month gawin po as part of the regular healthy habits po ng community yung programa pong ito. At ang nanalo po, ayan po. At ang nanalo po at sagot po sa ating picture ay Hataw Takbo Bataan. At ang nanalo po ay si Ma'am Evangeline Dizon Bartolome. Congratulations po.
Picture number 4. Ito, mahalagang kampanya. Anong kampanya ito?
Ayan, so ayan po, so nakikita niyo po sa picture na to ay ito po ay isa po sa mga programa po natin or mga initiatives po natin kung saan pumupunta po tayo sa mga eskwelahan at tayo po ay namamahagi ng blank. So yun po ang kasagutan sa picture po na yan. So makikita niyo po talagang ang mga estudyante po o ginagawa na po natin ng paraan na pati po sa edukasyon ay maisama na po natin ang pagpapahalaga pagdating po sa kalusugan.
So anong tawag sa kampanya? Basahin nyo na lang yung sa tarpaulin. Sa tarpaulin sa picture. Makukuha nyo na kung anong klaseng kampanya yan. While we're waiting for the winner. So while we wait for the winners to come on board, I would like to share with you some observations by 2 or 3 of my adults who came along the trip for the first time, and I keep hearing from them. I look at as we drive past the streets and the community, they keep telling me, Dr. Kung, I really don't see anybody smoking. So they are quite amazed. So congratulations to the leadership of Bataan. You have done a wonderful job that many other community leaders have not reached this level. So well done, Bataan. Thank you, Dr. Kung.
May tama ba o parang nakikita ko mali yung mga sagot? Hindi po school supplies yung sagot. So campaign yan, laban sa, tignan niyo po yung nakalagay sa poster. Yung pinalitan na ng poster para mas madali. Kampanya po yan, laban sa, so blank campaign. Ayan na yung clue, blank campaign. And then, this is the fourth. Ito po yung pang-apat natin na picture. Meron pa ho tayong isa. Meron pa ho tayong isa panghuling litrato. At magkakaroon din ho tayo ng dalawa pang games para po umabot sa 25 yung mananalo nating mga winners. Yes, Dr. Kong.
Yes, while we're waiting for the winners, I think there's another amazing thing that I would like to share with all of you. If you go to our Tobacco Free Generation website, and as you scroll down, you will see the YouTube icon. And once you click on the YouTube icon, you will come to the Tobacco Free Generation video archive that we have over the years. Enjoy the videos, because you will see a lot of videos of what we have done in growing the Tobacco Free Generation social movement here. You will also see a lot of other videos on what we have done in South Africa, Malaysia, many other countries. And in this archive, you also see inspiring videos that you can use to share the Tobacco-Free Generation information, as well as create that excitement for Tobacco-Free Generation. So, okay, good, we are ready. And yes, we do have a winner, and it is called, the answer is Anti-Smoking Campaign. Congratulations, 𝗞𝗪𝗘𝗡𝗧𝗨𝗛.
Okay, for our final event, can we show the picture? Ito, medyo mahirap din. Clue. The first word is walk. Walk for a blank. Walk for a blank. Yes, Dr. Lin?
And while we are waiting for the answer, I would just like to elaborate on what Dr. Kong has mentioned about the videos, inspirational videos that were on the Tobacco Free Generation YouTube. It has been a journey where these youths actually inspire us, because after learning about Tobacco Free Generation, they create their own videos, their own lingo to talk to their peers, and they created this content to reach out to them. In fact, I'd like to shout out to Prince from South Africa, because he led the Rising Stars generation in Tobacco Free Generation social movement over there. So hopefully one day we get Singapore, Philippines, South Africa all coming together. Yes.
All together,
and be
yes.
looking forward towards that day.
Yes. I still remember, Dr. Kung, when we went to, when was it? When we went to South Africa?
Yes. 2018.
Was
Yes,
it
that was
2018?
the World Conference on
Yes.
Tobacco or Health. Yes, it was very
It was a
pleasant to
great
meet
experience,
Gav there.
yes.
And Gav, you also went to Beijing at
Yes.
a law conference to present Tobacco Free Generation.
That's true.
So I was very touched.
So, may winner na? Wala pa. Ayun.
And the
Brilliant.
answer is Walk for Smoke-Free Community. Congratulations to DPD Tria.
Ria, congratulations. All right, so for the second to the last game, this is called yung Pledge of Commitment. For the second to the last game, please complete the sentence and insert your commitment on Tobacco-Free Generation. We will be picking 5 winners. Kaya nandyan po yung text in Tagalog yan, Tagalog and may konting English. So nakalagay po dyan, ako si blank ay nangakong hindi maninigarilyo o magve-vape at hindi magiging isang replacement smoker. So ilalagay lang nila yung pangalan nila, tama? At ang mananalo, yung pangalawa, pang-apat, pang-anim, pang-walo, at pang-sampu. So even numbers. 2, 4, commenter number 2, 4, 6, 8, and 10. So this is online TFG commitment.
Yeah, and talking about TFG commitment, I'd just like to share with Governor Joette that over the past 2 days when we were in elementary school, all the students actually pledged to be tobacco-free generation. And they were actually inspired by our youth over here. So I wonder if Isaac and Marcus remember parts of the pledge that they said they led the elementary school students to say. Do you remember?
You can pick up your phone
Yes.
and you can do the last line or something like that.
Yes. Obviously, I don't speak Tagalog, so it's very difficult for me to remember the pledge. But at least all I can remember off the top of my head would be maybe the last two lines, which I would say is the most important, the most impactful, which is tayo ang millennium generation, tayo ang tobacco-free generation. And when all of the youth in the school say that strongly and say that with passion and conviction, you can really feel that they are all in support of this movement, which I find very touching.
Very touching, very powerful words. Isaac.
I think to add on, I would like to recite also the two lines before the last two as well, which is we will not smoke whether before or after 18 years old. We know better. In Tagalog, it will be hindi tayo maninigarilyo bago sumapit o kahit sa ating pagtuntong sa edad na 18. And alam natin ang mas makabubuti.
Great Tagalog.
Thank you. And yeah, this is my first time learning about the language of Tagalog, and I must say it's a very beautiful language. You know, there's a certain art form in Tagalog, and it feels very fluent and very poetic in a way.
Really? So you like Tagalog?
Yes, I love it very much.
And do we have winners? So yeah, can you please read our winners?
Okay, so over here it says, ako si John Mark ay nanggangang akong hindi na maninigarilyo o mag-vape at hindi magiging isang replacement smoker. And congratulations to John Mark Rivera Ore.
Congratulations, John Mark. Winner number 2. Kahit name na lang, no? Yeah, you can just read the name because it's the same.
So, winner number
it's
2
the same
goes
statement.
to Jose Angelo Medina. Congratulations.
Winner number 3.
And the
The
third
name.
winner is Suzette Pamesa.
Congratulations, Suzette. Winner number 4.
Ayan, congratulations din kay Joyce Ann Crisostomo.
And winner number 5.
And last, Charito Manatad. So congrats po.
Congratulations. And for our last game, 5 rin po yung mananalo. Ang ilalagay nyo lang, #I support tobacco-free generation. Again, we will be picking 5 winners. And kung kanina po ay even numbers tayo, ngayon naman ay odd numbers. So commenter number 1, 3, 5, 7, and 9. Ang lalagay nyo lang po, #I support tobacco-free generation. Dr. Kung, maybe final message to all our Facebook Live audience all over the world?
Yes, thank you, Guff. I think the final message should be a storytelling. Something happened special 8 years ago when I wrote to World Health Organization, Dr. Margaret Chan, and I asked her that we have a tobacco-free generation, and I like to work with someone who is willing to consider tobacco-free generation. The reply came back, please contact Western Pacific Regional Office, WHO. Yes, I contacted, and then therefore, the invitation was for me to come to Philippines, and I landed in Manila, and I was asked to travel 4 hours out to a province and a city far away and try to figure out for a meeting about tobacco-free, about anti-tobacco issues. So in that journey, I met Guff Joet, and thereafter I invited him over to Singapore to also have further discussion on tobacco-free generation. And I asked Guff, presented to him, and his answer was, yes, Dr. Kung, we will take tobacco-free generation to Bataan. So congratulations, visionary leader who could see it 8 years ago, way before many other people. So I am 𝗪𝗪𝗡𝗧𝗨𝗛. Well done.
Thank you, Dr. Kung. And if you remember our travel to Singapore, I wasn't alone.
Yes.
We were with now Congressman 𝗞𝗪𝗘𝗡𝗧𝗨𝗛
Yes.
and Dr. 𝗪𝗪𝗡𝗡𝗧𝗏
Yes.
and his wife,
Yes.
Ma'am Lika.
That's right.
Of course, Isabel was also there.
Yes,
my
Isabel
wife.
was there. And it was heartwarming because the wives were also very engaged. And when I was invited back to share tobacco-free generation over a week, presenting to the sari-sari store owners, I remember meeting them at Amelia Hall. Gov made me present to the barangay chiefs, and also Gov made me teach tobacco-free generation working with Sir Cholo.
Yes.
And it was heartwarming because Sir Cholo came on board. First day I met him on Monday, and by Wednesday he was able to take over the presentation. So it's just an amazing journey that I think it will be registered forever as part of the epic global health, public health journey that we have come together. Yeah.
That's very true. Was that the first time you met Cholo?
Yes, that was the first time I met Cholo.
That was the unfortunate event of meeting Cholo?
Yes, definitely. And together working with Cholo, I think we devised a lot of new approaches to connect with people. I think Cholo has a very warm heart to the people, and I think that's the type of leadership we also want. Someone who can connect well with people, just like Gov and many of your leaders here in Bataan that I've seen, very caring and really prioritize the population needs. I think full respect to all of you for your leadership.
Thank you again, Dr. Kung. And I remember, aside from Dr. Lika, Miss Ann of Kong Jet was also with us during that trip in Singapore.
That's right. So congratulations. I still have those pictures. We will look at them one day. In the meantime, thank you. The answer is hashtag I support tobacco-free generation. And the winner is 𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗢𝗪𝗓 Alonso Guerola.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Okay, yeah. You can, Dr. Kung, because I think there are many comments
Right.
that came in.
So,
but these are
the-
the 1, 3, 5, 7, and 9.
All right. So I also the winning prize goes to Ray Paras.
Congratulations, Ray.
Congratulations. Elsa Custodio. Congratulations. Chronica Winluan.
Congratulations.
Limio Cabana.
All right.
And many more comments that we have received. And I am so touched. Well done, everybody.
All right. Again, thank you to all our guests. It was a pleasure talking to you, and always so informative, so moving, very powerful the message of TFG. Kaya po dito sa ating probinsya, simula pa ho noong 2015, ay pinapagpatuloy po natin itong TFG movement dahil nga po sa dami na natutulungan nating mga kabataan. Hindi lang po sila nakaiwas sa bisyo, kundi po nagiging mga pinuno, nagiging leaders. They become student leaders na talaga pong makakatulong syempre sa kanila, sa kanilang pamilya, at sa marami pa ho nating mga kababayan, kanilang kapwa kabataan. Kaya po maraming salamat, magandang gabi sa lahat ng ating mga viewers muli. Inabot na ho tayo ng halos magdadalawang oras, pero nag-enjoy naman po siguro lahat ng ating viewers, ang ating mga guests, kakaway po ngayon. Kami po ay magpapaalam na muli dito po sa live Kwentuhan Tayo Bataenyo. Sa susunod na linggo, tayo po ulit ay magbibigay ng mga balita at syempre papremyo para sa lahat ng ating mga kababayan. Maraming salamat po, magandang gabi.